So we are back here with another video, man. Today we're going to be reacting to Indy 2K, man. He will not let this go. He absolutely will not let this go, man. So hey, let's just hear what he has to say. Let's get right into this. Make sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. Leave a comment down below with any thoughts you may have throughout. I don't want to say too much because I've already listened to this video. I just kind of want to get into it. And we're going to be responding to everything, man. So without further ado, let's do just that.
Hey, what's up 2K culture? It's your boy Indy, 2K all day, every day. In the house and the place to be, coming back at you with another MyTeam banger. And today, guys, I've got another banger video for you. Because we're going to be talking about your boy Heatvike again. Because I'm still heated about the things that he had to say about me in his previous video.
Okay.
Now today when I first woke up and I jumped on that commode to take a crap, because that's what I do when I first wake up in the morning. I take a crap and I listen to Heatvike to put up with the crap that he's saying. But he has some...
To put up with the crap. It sounds like you are choosing to watch my videos over any creator willingly. Am I wrong? So, I mean, I'm not too sure if you're putting up with it at that point. Because, yes, we do have a lot less creators around in this day and age, but there's still more people than just me, man. And, you know, if you are choosing me over everybody else, I do appreciate that. I mean, no bias whatsoever, just joking, obviously. I think I got the best MyTeam content out there, I'm just saying. So, I see where you're coming from. Like, that might sound like super, like, egotistical, whatever. That's just my genuine opinion. And you know that we bring genuine opinions here, and that is it. There's no switching of opinion. There's no, glossing over things. There's no nothing, man. This is all genuine here, and that is just what I think, and I appreciate that you agree, man.
crap to say about me. And I didn't appreciate that. And I've got too many morals and values to just take crap like that from some dude named Heatvike. So I'm dropping this second video to clear the air with the lies that he's trying to fabricate about me.
So let me just cut this straight to it. He's going to proceed to challenge me to play him with this squad that I think if Helen Keller was running, I would probably lose against. Anyway, that's what's going to happen, and we'll talk about that when we get to that point. However, the real way to go about this, or the way that I would go about it, is, if I'm fabricating lies about you and stuff like that, and just all this and that, why not respond to the video? Like, react to the video like I did with your video. You know what I mean? Because I always, shut down everything and give my honest thoughts. And then if you have an opinion and I disagree, then I state why. But there's none of that. It's just, F you, play me mentality. Which, I mean, I get it. That's how most people would be. I don't think that that's, really going to prove anything with this squad. But hey, we'll talk about that when we get there. Let's continue.
To besmirch my good name and just to fabricate some fake beef so he can get views on his channel.
Again, you started it. I responded. You responded with a much longer video, so I responded to that. I thought it was over with, but I guess not. We're kind of just digging this up out of the grave, and so I'm going to respond again. I don't lay down. So I don't know if I'm the one that's fabricating anything here. Every time that I've made a video about you, since the whole thumbnail situation last year, during this instance specifically, Every time I've made a video, it's been because I was prompted to. Because you made a video first, spreading dirt on my name. So that's where I'm at, man. It's not like I, made any videos about you unprompted during this whole situation. Anywho.
I'm not that person, and you ain't gonna use me for that, Heat Vike. I know that Heat Vike usually likes to engage with this kind of negativity and toxicity with DBG and JC and Ty Debo, but I'm not the one that you should be messing with, and I'm not the one that's going to be taking that crap from you. So let's clear the air. First of all, he wanted to accuse me of stealing his thumbnail. No, all I did was I borrowed a piece of his thumbnail. He had a...
You don't borrow a thumbnail. And if you guys weren't around, man, I was nice about it at first. I was like, dude, I'll show you how to make thumbnails. If you want to use my thumbnails, you can ask. Which he did neither of. He just took it without saying anything. Yes, it was just a piece of it. He cut off half of it and then zoomed in. There was another thumbnail that he used for a stream, though. He used my Goat Pack opening thumbnail from the end of last year for one of his streams. And that was when I originally got mad. I didn't say anything that time because I was just like, it's a stream, it's whatever. Then he did it again. And I basically just said, either ask or like I can show you how to make thumbnails, but that offer is still on the table. The thumbnail for this video, he obviously used AI for it. It doesn't look too bad, but I could make it look better if you wanted to ask me how. But, it is what it is. It's just, you don't just borrow. Anytime you borrow something, you're asking for it. Right? At least to me. Which I was never asked. It was just taken from me. And a thumbnail, as well as a video, as well as, anything like that, like it's copyrighted content, which I'm not going to file a copyright claim. Like, that would be being a crybaby. Like, and that's what he likes to call me, as a crybaby. Like, yeah, I'm not going to file no copyright claim, but I'm also not just going to let you do this, because there was another person doing it as well, who we've addressed before in other videos. There was 2 people last summer that were taking thumbnails from me without any communication with me whatsoever. The other person, I told him, basically the same thing, like, either ask, I can help you make thumbnails, whatever the case may be. And then he just said, I'm sorry, bro, I'll stop. But Indy gave me attitude, So I don't want to be, in this situation where I'm getting painted as the bad guy here. I was trying to be nice. Anyway.
Pot of gold. Actually, it was a pot of VC golden coins.
You knew exactly what it was. It was a wheelbarrow full of MT. He's trying to act like he didn't know what it was. He took it and it looked good. That's why he took it. Like, come on now. Let's call it how it is.
And I used that little pot of gold, that one piece of his thumbnail, in my thumbnail. And he made such a big deal about it, like a big crybaby. He went and had to go make a video about it to try to besmirch my good name. I miss the days of having people like Ant Live and Gaming Dad in this community. Those are the days where we had people that would reach out and help other people out in the community if you needed help with anything.
Listen. Again, I am not trying to toot my own horn here. I feel like, as far as in my comment sections, now there's a lot of people that message me on PlayStation. And for those people, like, I'm sorry. Usually if I'm getting on my console, I don't respond to you right away because I'm getting on to either make a video or because I want to grind. So people that have messaged me on PlayStation, like, I appreciate you guys friending me. I appreciate you guys messaging me. I just appreciate the love. And I'm sorry that I don't get to you guys instantly. But comments, I feel like I get to them very promptly, more promptly than any other creator. And I always say, if you need advice, if you need help, if anything involving this game. And I always try to give the best advice possible. And when it comes to anything in this game besides like playing competitively online, like when it comes to anything market related, anything like that, I feel like I'm the best person to come to. And you guys have came to me, and people have had success with my tips and tricks, you know? So to kind of hint at that I'm not helpful, those two gentlemen you just mentioned, entertaining creators, great creators, how have they been more helpful than me? Again, this is no disrespect. They're wonderful creators. All Ant Live did was stream, and he was hilarious. He was 1000% hilarious. All he did was stream. He didn't do any tips and tricks videos. He just kind of streamed and was an entertaining presence. That's why people tuned into him, and rightfully so. That Gaming Dad, a lot of people rock with him. His videos are well edited. He kind of just talks about the game. I wouldn't say he's more helpful than I am. That's just the way that I see it, man. But anyway, yeah.
But those days are long gone of having positive people like that in the community. Instead, now all we have is negative, toxic.
Again, the positive thing. Like, I've been ranting about the game lately because this is the worst state my team's ever been in Season 8 this year. It's kind of undeniable at this point. If you guys have been around this entire year, you know for the majority of this year, I have been the most positive about this game in my videos. You know, and I think that because he'll go on to talk about like my MT totals and why do I not have a God squad and all this. I think he's been watching. I think he knows all of these things. Same with, you know, he knows that I've been positive about the game. I just think that he's trying to paint me in a bad light. Same with, you know, making claims that I fabricate lies about people and I do this, I do that, and I can't back myself up, and, you know, it's just a little forced, I guess it seems like.
People like Heat Vike that just want to attack people like DBG, JC2K, and Ty Debo, splatter them all up.
We talked about this in the prior video. I want the right information to be out there for people. I don't ever go at creators for what they have to say about cards, but when creators have things to say, if it's like extremely negative, and I think it should be looked at as like, you know, this isn't too bad, and I think that they're in a place where they're actually, you know, convincing people to not engage with this game when I think the content can actually be fun to engage with, or when there's misinformation about the market being spread, which was a big problem this year, then my goal is for the right information to be out there and for the player base to have the right information and for the community to just get as much as they can out of just knowing everything about the game. When it comes to the market, when it comes to cards, I want people to engage with content if I feel like you can have fun engaging with it. Like even today, the locker code, the challenges that dropped, I wasn't negative in that video. It's a W. I mean, 3 free cards for everybody, a D Rose to have fun with offline, a Wemby that improves everybody's team pretty much instantly. Not your team, obviously, because you're all money spent. But, and then there's challenges for a Go piece, which you can turn into MT if you would like to, which I have given advice on that, the best way to do that. I gave more advice in that video about another method to make MT. So, and you guys know that sometimes videos from the bigger creators are, you know, they're like 8 minutes and 1 second long, and it's 4 minutes of repeating themselves, and then it's 4 minutes of false information. And when I see videos like that, sometimes I have a problem with it. And other people do too. That's why they tune into my channel. That's why they agree with me. Not everybody agrees with me. But I don't want to get too repetitive, but that's just the way that it is in my eyes.
Their thumbnails and make videos about them.
Hey, don't you have me in your thumbnail for this video?
Where he's basically just talking negative about them instead of being a positive, supportive person in the community, especially when it comes to the GOATs of our community, like Carlo, DBG, JC2K, and Ty Debo. We should be celebrating those people.
So Carlo calls out these creators as well, and I support Carlo because usually I think his points have more merit than Ty Debo, specifically in DBG earlier in the year. But he's off the hook. You know, he's grouped in with them. He's not grouped in with me. Like, that doesn't make much sense, but okay.
Not putting them down in videos. Those are the people that are keeping this community alive. You know, and I feel like saying, how dare you? Who are you to attack a Ty Debo or a JC2K? What are your credentials? Is Heat Vike even any good at this game? Does he play this game? Or is he just making videos on this game?
Not played online this season. I've only played online the last 2 seasons on mobile because it's last-gen gameplay. I actually enjoy last-gen triple threats. Played online earlier in the year. Played All-Star Team Up throughout the year a few random times. This game is just in a bad state online. It's not nearly as fun as it used to be. So no, to answer your question, I don't really play online much. I don't play Showdown. I don't play King of the Court. There's a lot of people, including Indy, that would say that invalidates everything that I have to say about this game, which is an interesting take, in my opinion. It absolutely is.
On my team just for views. What are his credentials?
Everybody makes videos for views. We've been over that before, but my credentials are that I feel like I have the best MT making content on YouTube right now. I feel like as far as when it comes to the market, the auction house, there's nowhere better to come. And when it comes to people that are not afraid to speak out on certain creators with their BS, that's what I do that as well. So, yeah.
Is he in tier 1 or tier 2 of King of the Court? Is he ever in tier 1 of Showdown? What's his Showdown record like? What is his Showdown record like versus tier 1 players? I'm making videos on how to make millions of MT, but I never see him with millions of MT in his account. How could you?
Because I rip packs with all the MT that I get. We've been over my MT totals before. At the beginning of Season 7, I was at about 30 million MT spent on packs. Now I'm probably at like between 40 and 50 million total spent on packs this entire year. I've said in a prior video, though, I'm approaching next year differently. Because this is not just indie. There's other people that have this problem with me too. Oh, you're making MT videos and you barely have 100K, or making MT videos and you don't have any MT, because they haven't seen the process of what I've done throughout the year. So next year, I'm going packless. I'm pretty much have already committed to that, but I'm committing to it again. I'm going packless, and you mark my words, I will have 9 figures in MT by the end of the year. No money spent. I will have the most MT, no money spent out of anybody. So it'll take a while for me to prove that and, back this up in the way that you want me to, but I will. Don't worry.
Give advice on how to make millions of MT when you yourself can't even save or stack up millions.
I can't. I'm a pack addict, man. But next year, we ain't doing that.
Of MT. By season 7, by season 7, if not earlier, I had 16.7 million MT saved and stacked up.
How much MT you get from skillfully and knowledgeably working the auction house? Or is that all just cards that you've gotten from VC packs that you've sold? Just a question.
How can we never see videos of him building squads or building GOAT squads? What is his team currently looking like?
Because I don't want to make a squad builder and then not play online, which I'm probably going to also commit to playing online next year too, because gameplays get views, man. They absolutely do. And if I want to make it as a creator in this space, I know that I need to make gameplays. And if I go packless and have a bunch of MT all the time, it would be very stupid of me to not make gameplays. So I'll be labbing next year and playing online next year. Even if I don't enjoy it, I will, because I know that that is the next step that I need to take.
Should be looking pretty decent if he's been sniping for millions of MT, if he's been doing the MT method and he's stacked.
Seeing you've been around, you've been watching my videos, you know how much I've spent on packs. He's just doing this to paint me in a bad light. I mean, that's just, it is what it is.
Up millions of MT off of that. Where's his GOAT squad at? Where's his GOAT squad videos at? You never hear him. You never.
And these are the video, again, this is, Indy did this a little bit in the last video too. These are the videos that he likes to make. He likes to do GOAT squads and squad builders, and so then he thinks that I should be doing that as well. That's not the type of creator I am, man. We're all different type. We like to upload all different types of videos. I don't gotta upload those videos. You know what I mean?
Ever hear him talking about what his team is looking like or what his record is looking like? And those, to me, those are important criteria if I'm going to follow you and take.
Well, I'm going to play triple threat online on, assuming that there's no clutch time online, and triple threat online on current gen next year. I'm going to be playing last gen triple threat. And I believe that this year it does show your record. So I'll always show my record on that. And my record, when it did show, it did not show, I believe, in 2K20 or 2K21, but when it did in 2K22, my record was like, I think like 2,150 by the end of the year. Something like that. But anyway, yeah, my record in 5-on-5 is not great. It's not. 2K20, it wasn't bad, but yeah, it's just not my style. I've always been a triple threat guy, man. I always have if I'm going to play online.
Your advice on YouTube, I want to know, what is your record looking like? What is your squad looking like? You know, does this person assemble a good team? Is he able to assemble a good team? Is he able to give out good advice?
Seeing, the reason I don't make videos like this is because there are so many people that are better than me at the game that they make these videos. The supply of these type of videos is not low at all. They're all over. I find the videos boring personally, so I don't take any inspiration from them. Second of all, their videos on this topic would be better because they're better at the game. They don't use all their MT on packs. They'll be able to give advice that will have more validity because they are better at the game. They know more about cards than I do. Like, I know my place, man. You know? So, yeah. Anyhow, that's just, it is what it is. It absolutely just is what it is.
You know, other people that I just don't follow the bigger names in the MyTeam community, like Carlo, BBG, Decentric, JC2K, Ty Debo. I follow.
And you watch my videos instead of their videos, which, hey, W's, man. It is W's. And that's, you know, I feel like I offer different content than those guys. I think Carlo, you know, he makes some entertaining content for sure. I don't watch much of Ty Debo, JC2K either, because it's just rinse and repeat with gameplays and everything. And some people love that kind of content, and that is awesome. And that is awesome that they have success with that type of content. They enjoy making that type of content. They can help people out. Like, that's awesome. I try to take a different approach because I think if I, you know, made that same type of content, I wouldn't be nearly where I am. And I'm not even like that big. Like, I get it. Like, I'm not. But I wouldn't be even nearly where I'm at if I made the same content that everybody else makes, right? I've found a little bit of success because I'm different. I feel like,
Some of the smaller creators also, like, a no return MG or Clutch Sam, people that have valid credentials, people that I've seen compete in tournaments and win tournaments. I've seen no return win plenty of tournaments. I've seen Clutch Sam compete in plenty of tournaments. And that's why I know they have, credentials. That's why I know they're credible players.
That's not all that this game is, though. And yes, they have more, but the auction house is the game within the game. It's basically a completely separate game. It genuinely is, and that is what I focus on. Obviously, I still play, but that is where my credentials are, is in the auction house. And some of my biggest videos on my channel are MT making videos. And the reason that those videos got so many views is because they hit the algorithm well, because they got, a lot of likes initially and a lot of comments initially. And the reason that happened, at least I would think, is because people were having success with the methods. The videos would have went nowhere if I was just spitting bullshit. And that's just facts.
The MyTeam community. That's why I know I could look to them for advice in their videos. But Heat Vike over here just likes to talk and spread gossip and false rumors and.
What's false? What did I spread that was false? Come on, man. You got to back this shit up. We've talked about this. You guys know how I feel about that.
Fabricate lies about people and splatter people like DBG and Ty Debo up on his thumbnails and then talk about them and talk down upon them, even though we should be celebrating the GOATs in our community. Well, I'm not here for any of that, and I'm not going to stand for any of that. And I'm not here to be a little girl on TikTok and make videos back and forth trying to diss each other.
The original call out on me was unprompted. This video was unprompted. This has been a cold case, man, for like over a week. So saying that I am the one that's stirring the pot here is just false. It just is, man. My goodness.
My daddy ain't raised no crybaby. He ain't raised no little girl. And we're not going to be here like a bunch of gay rappers making diss tracks on each other. No, we're going to settle it like men. And we're going to settle it like men on the court.
That's how men settle disputes, man. Let's bring out our team of virtual cards. Let's settle this. If you lived near me, we could. I haven't even actually hooped in well over a year, but I guarantee one-on-one, bro, that no chance, man. And I would love that. I feel like that would be more of a fair, because this team, man, what am I going to do against this team? This is an all money spent squad.
Wednesday evening, when by the time this video drops, I'm challenging Heat Vike. I'm throwing down the gauntlet, the Infinity Gauntlet. This ain't for money. We don't gotta play for a wager. This is for bragging rights. This is to be like, hey, you shut the up, you little, and stop name dropping people in your videos just so you could chase some clout and try to get some views.
We've talked about the whole cloud chasing thing before, and also, even if you do bait me, which you will if you use this squad, why would I change anything that I'm doing? Why would I? That just doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't. So what I will say to this is, sure, we can play. You can use that lineup against me if you want. I can try to scramble together a squad with, like, I did do that little MT method earlier with the D Rose shoes, so got about 150K. I can go ahead and buy, like, I need like probably a shooting guard and a point guard. I can buy like Wes Unseld, Andrew Wiggins, and then use like Hakeem, the Wemby that we just got for free. Like I can try to scramble together a squad and play 5-on-5 online, which I haven't done at all this year against that squad. We can do that if you want, but you're going to beat me. And it's not going to prove anything. It's not going to change anything. So what I would rather do, and I'm not ducking. Like if you want to do that, we can do that. I'm not ducking it, man. If you want to play me with that squad against my squad, we can absolutely do it. I think what would be more fair is if either we can play some triple threat, and I'll probably lose there too because I haven't played really any triple threat at all this year, and the gameplay is just I'm just not a fan of it. But we can play triple threat. That could be looked at as a level playing field. You could go in there with Sean Bradley, Yao Ming, and probably maybe Wemby, and then I could go in with Invincible Wemby, Hakeem, and then maybe I could pick up like Greg Oden, or like I could use my free Dwight Howard. You would still have a much better squad than me. You'd still probably win. We can do that. We can do triple threat. Or what would make this a completely even playing field is if we wait until 2K27. I'm assuming that you're going to get early access because you're a creator and you love the game. So I'm going to get early access as well. We can play for a week. And you're allowed to spend money. I don't care. You can spend as much money as you want to make your squad as good as you want. It'll still be a completely level playing field. We go into 2K27. We take a week to assemble a squad. And then we play. And then that'll give me a chance to lab online as well to prepare for this game. That would be the most fair scenario here, in my opinion. So if you want to do that, that's great. And then if you beat me, then you have all the bragging rights in the world. And, that'll be what it is. We can do one of those three things. It's whatever you want to do. But to me, that would be the most fair way to go about it. But anyway, I'm not ducking either way. Whatever one you want to do, man, that's okay. I'll do it because I'm not gonna puss out, man. I'm not going to. So whatever you think, Indy. Whatever you think, man.
Talking negative about the goats in our community and being toxic instead of being a positive, supportive person in the MyTeam community. So I'm giving Heat Vike till Friday night. I'm talking about I'll be on this game till 4 or 5 in the morning on Friday night. All the way up until Saturday morning I'll be on this damn game. And my PlayStation Network name, my PSN is Indy2K_. You know how to find me, where to find me, and when to find me. I don't want to hear you trying to duck out of this game. I don't want to hear no BS excuses. By now, with all of those millions of MT that you've been making from the MT method and from...
They've all went into packs, man. You know what it is. And I did pull that Dirk, which it looks like you dropped $100 for. And I also pulled that Larry Bird, which, had fun with him for a little bit. But there's no reason for me to hang on to him. Because I don't play online, But anyway. Yeah. So, yeah, whatever one of those three options you want to do, you just let me know. Comment below this video. Whatever you think. Here's my response. I'm responding, so you can't just say, I didn't respond and I'm ducking because I'm not. I'm here. Hey, man.
Sniping and all of the advice you had to give, you must have a really good team by now. And there's no reason why you should be ducking, being chicken and ducking games. You must be really good at the game. You must be on it constantly. You must have a good king of the court or a showdown record. Right now I'm 12-2 versus tier 1 players. Last season I was 20-4 versus tier 1 players. Right now I got...
Wow, what a W, man. Makes me respect you a ton more. Genuinely.
165 wins in Showdown, I believe. and I'm constantly in tier 2 of King of the Court. Those are my credentials. And I'm ready to play whenever you are. But like I said, today's Wednesday. And if I don't hear from Heat Fight by Saturday morning, I'm going to just declare it a forfeit. And I'm going to declare Heat Fight.
Oh, not to mention, I was looking at the comments on this video, and there was a couple people. There was one guy going at him, and then there was another guy saying that he's actually horrible at the game, and all he does is rim run and this and that, and he deleted both the comments. You want to talk about being a crybaby and ducking? I never delete any of my comments, man. Ever. But he deleted 2 on this video already, and who knows how many he deleted on the last video about me. You know? You can't handle the criticism, bro. Come on.
The official MyTeam Chicken Little mascot. He's going to be Chicken Little. That's what I'm going to refer to him from now on. Because he's going to be a pussy little ass bitch. And
I'm not ducking. I'm here. Whatever one of those 3 you want to do, let me know.
I'll refer to him from now on as Chicken Little if he ducks this challenge. So this ain't a wager for money. I'm not going to sit here and say, let's wager $1,000. This is for bragging rights. This is to see how real men settle the score. To see if you're a real man.
Real men settle the score with their wallets on virtual cards, man. You heard it here first.
Or you're just a Chicken Little. Peace out, 2K community. I do it for the 2K culture. Stay savage, never average. The ball is in your court, Heat Fight. I'm just waiting to...
Okay, it was in my court. I responded. Now the ball's in your court.
Back from you. Don't be below average.
Never. I always stay savage. You know this, Indy. You know that what I'm about, man. You know that I ain't. You know? Come on, man. And to me, like, everybody knows what I think about Ty Debo, who's the best player at this game, undeniably. Would be either of us by 50 points plus. Why would he think that I care about his tier 1 record? Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Is that it? Yeah, that's it, man. Okay. Well, oh, look, there's the thumbnail right there. Let's just, it is kind of cool. It's a cool AI-generated thumbnail. You definitely increase the contrast on it a little bit, the brightness on it a little bit. Just make it a little bit more crisp. Because look at my thumbnail to the right from earlier. I used a background that was, you know, obviously the card I took from 2KDB, and then the, I've got my figure there. But the background with spaceship and everything, that was AI generated. And it looked similar to his thumbnail does right. Looked similar to how his thumbnail does right now. But I did some little tricks, like increase the contrast, increase the brightness, sharpened it up a little bit, just to make it look like brighter and more vibrant. That's the next step for you in your thumbnails into 2K. I'm just saying, brother. But anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. I really do. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new. We'll see what Indy says, man. We'll see what he does. Make sure to leave a comment down below. And with all of that being said, man, I will see you guys in the next. Will that dog please quit barking? Video.